right, guys. Thank you for waiting. There was a little bit of a technical issue. So hopefully I have enough internet for this stream to go through. Because you know, I'm a little bit not in Miami, so but I think today's, and guys, let me know if you can hear me, if you can see me, if the voice is good. Let me know how it goes. And I would be checking on your questions, and let me know if you have something in particular you want to talk about. But I want to discuss today certain updates, certain news that I got just for you guys. And I think it's important to talk about those topics because, you know, if you don't come prepared for your case, for expectations of your case, then things may happen, right? So I want to address today the latest USCIS processing time in 2025 and what impacts. What does it impact, right? So I also want to talk about fresh visa bulletin that was just released a few days ago. And this is also some good information, right? So let's talk about these guys. First of all, the processing times of the visa adjudication, of the petition adjudication is changing. And right now, we see the slowing down trend. Not in all type of the petitions, but definitely those that are important, right? So let's go by examples. For example, the processing time of Form I-129 has increased in 2025. And I'm talking more about the family-based petition, right? Like I-129 fiance petition, when you want to bring your fiance to the US. And that's never been fast. Although I think those kind of petitions should be pretty fast, you know, people want to get married, people want to make a family, so let's make it happen. Because if you bring, and I don't do family law, guys, but I understand it. If you bring someone on K1 visa, which is a fiance visa, you have to marry them within 90 days. Okay, so K1 is good for 90 days after the entrance. Right? Your status is 90 days. So you have to get married, and that's the condition on that. So now we have more wait time on this type of petition, about 6 to 8 months. Okay, 6 to 8 months. Now, Form N400. N400. And this is the form that you file for the purpose of citizenship, right? To get that naturalization certification, to get that nice blue passport. And let me guys show you what we're talking about here. Because my passport is right here, right? That's a nice blue American passport. Good for 10 years, you can travel in so many countries in the world, like I do, because I get to meet the clients. I need to see what's going on in those countries, the conditions, understand the culture to help you better, guys, right? So, and this passport allows you to do this. So for this form N400, we actually see the improvement, okay? Improvement to get it approved faster. So as of today, to get N40 approved, we need about 5 to 6 months. Okay, not a significant improvement from probably around 7 to 8 months in the reality. 5 to 6 months is good, right? So you filed it, you got it approved, you go to the interview, then you get your certification, you are a US citizen. Okay, and of course it's an easy process. You guys know you have to be of a good moral character, no crimes, just good vibes, let's call it this way, right? And you have to pass a very easy exam, like historical exam and the writing exam, and this is like for a 7th grader or something like this. There's nothing nothing wrong with it. Let me guys, my people asking me to make some changes in the settings, so give me 1 second, because I want to make sure that we have a good quality, and I don't think we can do this while the stream is going. So yeah, unfortunately when it's on, so it may be going a little slower, I understand, than we wanted, but yeah, give me 1 second. Yeah, I just want to make sure we have a better stream. Okay, let me guys pause it for a second. Let me pause it, and I will be back shortly and just try to make the better quality. All right, so guys, let's continue. Thank you for waiting. I just wanted to make sure that we have good stream and good quality, so a few tweaks, hopefully it helps. Let's continue. We discussed Form I-129, right? And we discussed Form N-400. Now let's talk about the employment authorization via adjustment of status. And actually the processing time for that form has been the lowest since 2017, and right now it's about 2 months. 2 months, right? The advanced parole is about 6 months, and let me tell you, a lot of times, the green card comes faster than the advanced parole. Okay, so this is just the reality we're looking at. But I want you to understand that the family type of petitions are taking longer. Okay, the citizenship and employment authorization and green card and advanced parole, they're getting lower. So what does this actually mean? That means that we should look at the employment-based visas before we look at the family type of immigration. And I totally understand that some of you, like Stanislav, like, okay, I'm married to my wife, and like I don't even have anything like this. I just have to look at the employment authorization. Well, through the employment, yeah, guys, and that's the reality. That's the reality of you. But if you get to choose between those, you know, you could be looking at better timing and processing time with I-140. And what kind of visas we actually talking about this? We're talking about EB-1A most likely, because it's current in the visa bulletin, right? So if you were attentive and you actually track the visa bulletin timing and the processing timing for those visas, you should have seen that the fresh visa bulletin had some significant changes. We still have EB1 category current. That's not changing for right now, but we know that it's gonna change, guys. The EB1A, B, and C green cards are drying off because every year we get more cases approved, and I'm saying not only myself, although it's true, but the industry gets more cases approved. And we're gonna start getting backlogged on EB1 category visas, immigrant visas, in the near future. My base forecast up to 3 years. That's the base. The pessimistic case probably until the end of this year. Optimistic case 3 to 5 years. We're gonna get it backlogged, okay? And of course, if that thing backlogs, the family case is gonna backlog even more because the population only grows. So more people just naturally file for family-based petitions, and Congress did not yet enact any legislation to add more available visas for any particular fiscal year. Which means we have a finite number of visas available during the fiscal year and growing number of approvals in those categories. So I hope you guys have this analytical thinking, right? You can forecast that if something grows kind of exponentially, because EB1A from 2,500 cases in 2010 to 33,000 cases in 2014. Cases in 2014. It's 10x. This is crazy if we think about it. Within 14 years, we 10x'd the number of approved petitions within EB1A category. This is crazy. So it's gonna grow more. If they don't change the number of available visas in that and other categories, the immigration system is gonna collapse. Not immediately, it's gonna be slowly dying process, but that's gonna happen without remedy. And the only remedy is to increase amount of available visas on a yearly basis for these categories, okay? So that's the reality of it, guys. And I understand many of you come to this type of streams and looking for like, Stanislav, give us good news. I'm trying to find good news for you guys, but there is an elephant in the room, all right? Elephant in the room, it's of a pink color, very bright. We cannot close our eyes on it. That's what's happening. Now, let's talk about Department of Labor process, guys. Because you're like, okay, Stanislav, you gave us the layout for like kind of hinting us about EB1As. By the way, guys, get your free evaluation for EB1A right now. EB1A and O1, for that matter, are the savior visas for you as of today. That thing may change in the future. So get that free evaluation to see if you have the potential in the case. I'm gonna drop you the link. Click on it, fill out the questionnaire, and then I will let you know within 2 days if you have the potential in the case. If you do have potential, then I'm gonna send you the link to the complex immigration planning, where I will build a written strategy for your case. Okay, so don't miss your timing. All right, so the link is in the chat. Let's continue. What changed with Department of Labor? Because yes, family immigration may be not available to all, but perm labor certification immigration is kind of available to all, as long as you have at least 2 years of experience in your profession. Okay, and here we have a bigger backlog. And let me tell you guys, 2 years ago, you could get from A to B, from beginning of the case till certification approved by Department of Labor for a year and 3 months if we fast, and 5 to 6 months if we with a good pace. Okay, so now it's 2.5 years if we're lucky. All right, why? because the prevailing wage could be up to 10 to 12 months. This is crazy. It used to be 6 months. What's happening? The recruiting, okay, recruiting, if you're good, you can do for 3 months. At the most, if you would a good pace like we do, okay? All right. But now, the certification itself, it's up to 14 months. I had the case with 18 months without audit. If you guys get the audit, add 3 to 6 months to this, okay? And we cannot refile your case when we get the audit from Department of Labor. It's not like filing I-140 when we can refile and just get another officer. No, we have to stick to the audit and respond to it, right? Sometimes they're random, just random. 5% of those audits are just coming to everyone. So, yeah, it's a huge extension. So if you go, and guys, EB4, religious visa, it's also growing on the backlog, but none of us are priests. And let me tell you differently, none of us are saints, okay? And definitely not priests. So EB4 is out of the picture. EB5 cases, how many of you guys have $1 million with you? I don't know. And even if you do, can you freeze it for 3 to 5 years to get that green card? If you have and you can, let's go. We're gonna get your green card pretty fast. But EB4 and EB5 and family immigration are out of the picture for most of us, for the biggest majority. All right? So we get what we got left. EB1, EB2, EB3. EB2, EB3 with perm certification, it's gonna take forever. And then the priority dates. By the way, good news. Okay, let's have some portion of hopium. With the past visa bulletin, we got a really good leap with the EB2 category. So it leaped, I believe, from April 2023 to July of 2023. If I could be off 1 month, but it's July 2023 right now, the final action date, right? The filing date probably, I can't remember, it probably above August of 2023. I have a client right now, he's August 2023, he's in the US on 01, and he's like, filing date. So he got it. So that's good news. But that's for the rest of the world, but India. Guys, I know a lot of Indian guys watching me because we're getting 100% rate approval with the Indian community, right? If we file the case and we stick to the end. So, of course, we gain the trust within the community. That's why a lot of people watch us, but you guys didn't move an inch for EB2. And EB1A too, right? But a lot of you have I-140 approved before February 2022. Which means we can get your green card really fast, within a year. So good news for the rest of the world, but India, I'm sorry, we still can get you in by other things, but you'll have to wait for your green cards. So, but if we talk in general, guys, only 2 real visas are available to us, where everything is under control. We don't have to deal with Department of Labor. We don't have to deal with an employer. What are those visas? EB1A, EB2 and IW. And yes, EB2 and IW will still have to wait for the priority dates. Yes, it's true. But at least it's moving, because for some countries it have not moved for have not moved for a long time. So what you gotta do? At the very least, the free evaluation for those cases, guys. And of course, O1 is a part of this as a non-immigrant option of EB1A. We have no limit on that. And soon, O1, guys, is gonna skyrocket. Once we get that weight for EB1 category, guess what's gonna happen? O1 is gonna go through the roof. Because in reality, that would be the only option for with no limits for the rest of the world. That's available to everyone because H1B has the lottery and has some serious requirements to it. L1 is not available to everybody because not everybody works in a company that has multinational offices. E2 is not available to everyone because there is a list of countries that may participate, and also you have to invest at least $100,000, right? So what's left? What's really left? Nothing. O1 visa. And you can become an employer to yourself. So, but right now, EB1A is also a very good option to get a green card pretty fast. A year and 3 months, a year and 6 months, if I see the potential in your case, after you fill out a free evaluation form, right? And EB2NIW. Yes, you'll have to wait maybe 2.5 years from the beginning of your case, but it's still a viable option unless it becomes just, you know, it goes on the dark side. Let's put it this way, like 5 years wait, 6, 7, nobody will want it because nobody wants to wait for so long, right? So yeah, guys, the things are changing pretty swiftly, and the industry and updates in the industry kind of push us in EB1A category, some of you O1, and EB2NIW for some of the countries. Okay? And let me see, I saw the question about China. Oh, China, 1K. Let me see. I didn't look for China yet, but I'm curious. What's going on. So you can always check, guys. Really easy. You go on Google, and if you don't have that site saved, you just type visa bulletin. Okay? You click on the first link from Department of the State. That's what I'm doing right now. And it just gets you to the recent one. And the recent one is a May, right? It's a May 2025. I think it was June. Let me see. Yeah. So we got the June one. That's the fresh one. So let me see. The final action for China for the first category is November 22. Which is 6 months better than February 2022 for India. Okay, still not very good, but best of all, right? So the current EB2. Oh yeah, so I said July, guys. For the rest of the world, it's actually October. I apologize. It's October, right? It's October 23, and a date for filing November 23. So it leaped almost 6 months. Okay? It's amazing, actually. 6 months. I can't remember last time when the second category for the rest of the world leaped 6. I mean, COVID time, obviously. It became current. But yeah. It's almost a miracle, guys. 6 months for EB2 to move, that's a miracle. So yeah, that's the rest of the world. The third category, February 2023 for the rest of the world, which is not that bad. Okay, not that bad. So yeah, good news for the rest of the world. China, December 20 for second category. Third category, November 20. Yeah, and India is just worst. This is just worst. Yeah, that's why Indians are kind of have to go with the EB1A. Just no other options, pretty much. Okay, let's discuss this, guys. Let me see what you get to say. This is Tilu aiming for EB1A. Good, Tilu, good stuff. Had gone through your last video. Can you tell me the packages you offer for EB1A? Yes, absolutely. I don't get this question in that form much on the stream, but let me address this, guys. So we have in my company 4 levels of price packages. Okay, 4 levels. And what is the concept behind those packages? Because they differ a lot price-wise. The concept is how much of your time you will invest in your petition. And it ranges from 10 hours a week for 5 months in the first package to on average 1 hour a week for 5 months on the 4th package. And there are 2 in between, right? So 4 levels of pricing, 4 levels of your involvement in the case. And we go from bottom line 13,000 per EB1A to up to 22,000. The busier you are, the higher you should watch at those prices, the higher package you should pick, because the chances are all the same, but we need that amount of hours from you. All right? And of course, the practical meaning of that thing, you have a lot more stuff in a higher prices just because you delegate those things to the team. Okay? So, but the bottom line price is 13,000, guys, and it's below the market price. Okay? And that complete case filing has proved itself on many hundreds of cases, because before we had only 1 package, right? You guys do everything. I control the process, the team checks and reviews and gives you the advice, but you do all the work. Now we heard your requests and your pain, and we changed. All right? So that's how it goes from now on. And it's been like that for almost a year and a half, I believe. Okay, I have a question. If I port to EB1A I-140, then my priority date will be port. I don't know what you mean, like substituted to EB1A. Will USCIS allocate if they don't have visa number also? Okay, so there's a lot of going on with this question. So I guess what you're saying, Tilu, and correct me if I'm wrong, that you already have I-140 approved in your EB2, let's say, or EB3 case. Now you want to get I-140 for EB1A, and you most likely from India, right? You're likely from India. Your question is, once we get your EB1A approved, can we substitute your priority dates as if your EB1A was approved when your EB2 was approved? I think that's what you're asking. And yes, guys, if that's the question, I'm doing it on a daily basis. Because I have a lot of Indian clients, right? And we get them green cards within 6 months of approval of I-140 for EB1A if the priority date before February 2022. I just got a client in the morning. His priority date was January 2022. I was like, damn. You're lucky. You're just lucky, because February 22 kind of stagnated for a little bit. I'm sure it's gonna leap sometime in the future, but it's been stagnating for a little bit. Gabrielle is asking, what impact these processing times? The number of petitions filed, guys, and the number of officers available to adjudicate the cases. So a bunch of two main things that really impacts that. PR agency included or separate? Of course it's separate, guys. There is no way in the world to calculate. But the average cost of PR to improve your case is between $5,000 to $7,000, depending on a lot of things. Okay, a lot of things. Himali. Once I-140 approved, how much time will it take to get citizenship? Like after receive your physical green card, will count. So in your green card, Himali, you will have the date when your green card became available, became live. Let's put it this way, right? So add 5 years to this date. Let's say May 15th, 2025. So 5 years from that would be May 15th, 2030. Subtract 3 months from this date. So April 15th, 2030, March 15th, 2030, February 15th, 2030. So in this hypo, you will be able to file N-400 not early February 15th of 2030, provided that you lived 2.5 years, or projected to live 2.5 years, because we can file 3 months before, out of these 5 years. And of course, no crimes, a good moral character, and things like that. And you're gonna have the test, but that's easy. So that's it. That's how it's gonna go. In context of Indian citizens, yeah, Himali, that part does not change, because citizenship has no limit. As many green cards are already eligible for citizenship, that amount you will get, right? So it doesn't matter if you're Indian or not, you're gonna get your green card, it's gonna be the date there, add 5 years, subtract 3 months. So actually you can simplify, add 4 years and 9 months, okay? But I want you to understand the concept. And that's the day when you can file. That's it. That's how it's gonna go. Good question, good question. All right, guys, get that free evaluation out of the way. EB1A for Indians or O1, EB1A, O1, and EB2 and IW for the rest of the world. The link is attached to this chat. And it was my pleasure to have you today in this stream. I enjoyed it. Everybody have a great end of the week, a great weekend. My name is Stanislav Shamayev. I'm a lawyer of the future. Your future begins here. Good luck.